Alright, fools, I'm back for another episode, I think. I'm not sure I want to, but I must. Let's see. Kafine hat. Ooh, do I have room for this? Of course I don't. What can I give up? I don't really want to give up anything. Ooh, but I need more andesite. Oh, I can go without that. So, there's the way out. Yes, what was I saying? Kafine's friend is in town, and they've gone to New York City and are on their way back today. Which means I need to get all my recording done. Ooh. Soon. Before they get back, because once they're back, I can't really do much anymore. And that will include this coming weekend when I would want to be recording and probably won't be able to. So, with that in mind, maybe next week, you guys won't really have anything new to watch. And I apologize, I guess. I was thinking maybe what I could do was not publish this Minecraft episode this coming Monday, but publish the Dwarf Fortress episode. Am I really done? Wow, okay. What can I get rid of? I don't need this. No, what I'm saying is maybe the Dwarf Fortress episode will be Friday, and this episode will be the Monday afterwards, so that they'll cluster around next weekend. So there's not quite such a long pause. I don't know. It's not really important. Let me get the hell out here. Andesite, actually. Need all that andesite for building things up at the ship. Ooh. Very good. So, let's see. Yep, okay. Well, credits then. Well, as you can see, I never actually got around to doing the other side. Excuse me, wow, I just burped. And the front end is not yet done either. I think because I'm not entirely sure what I want to do here. But I can tell you, I don't want to work on either of those things right now. I think we should focus on the cargo landing bay thingy. Now, technically, the cargo bay extends, according to the game, these nubs. You can add these pods, and they increase your cargo capacity. And so, but you have a certain amount of cargo capacity built in, even without them. So that's obviously, I think, going to be back here. And one thing I was thinking was, actually, here you have an engine, here you have an engine, and that's not the same thing as having an engineering room. Now, maybe that's this, maybe that's this. Maybe they even connect with a tunnel or an overpass or something. I do not know. But one thing that I do know is you probably don't want hostile creatures to be able to get in through the back and have immediate access to your engineering. So that's why I had these sort of security rooms that get from here to there. That all still needs to be figured out. But in the meantime, you still need a place for the all-terrain vehicle to land, and apparently there's quite a lot of extra room. But that's what we're going to look at today. That's what we're going to do. So let's go take a look real quick. I probably could go up this way, actually. Yes, I still have a bit of a cough, but no, I am not sick. Unless I have, like, bronchitis or something. Somebody at work was suggesting maybe I have bronchitis, which is basically a non-dangerous but persistent thing. So here it is. It's rather huge. I actually... Oh, that's right. I meant to put a cart on here so that you could transfer cargo from out here to the pods. This being a... No, that's not a pod. That's one of the extended rooms. This is not a pod either. These are the pods. And at some point I'm going to have to design them because they're... From the outside they're going to appear circular or cylindrical. And I'm not sure exactly how to do that from this angle. But, be that as it may, we need here. Gosh, I don't even know what to do. I know I kind of want to make the landing spot more official. And I think part of that is going to be indenting. And then the rest of the room, like the rest of the room might be relatively thin, so perhaps the engineering lab overlooks it. Does that sound okay? I think I'm going to get started, and actually, I wanted to use less expensive tools. And that reminded me, before I clip off, I did want to mention that I am going to be doing some detailing work. Wow, okay, this took longer than I thought. Down here. It's just not now, but I thought I'd mention it. Because I started already, you can see, bloop, 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 you know, I wanted to give some detail, and what I was finding was, because this is all soapstone, these amethyst acts were just pounding right through it really, in, you know, an unfortunate way. But it's basically just like this. So, soapstone. Did I say soapstone? Yes. Like that. So, you know, it's pretty easy, and I'll continue doing that later. All right, and then andesite. Oh, andesite. Oh, no. I have to say, I wish these ships, from the Archimedes mod, I wish they could have. I wish they could have the capacity to take. What am I saying? Oh, chests. You know, storage containment stuff with them. Oops. I would like, and would make sense actually, that in the end, the compartment or the nook that this thing can land on would what am I saying? That the rear there, where the cargo... Friggin' A! I'm losing control, and I'm losing control of my lungs as well. That the... Oh, man, I am so tongue-tied right now. That the rear end, where the cargo comes out, lines up with the cargo line that goes down to the various cargo pods. That's what I'm trying to say! Alright. Here we go. So now I'm finally taking out some of these pylons, just because the ship is up on its, albeit feeble, legs. Yes, I know somebody whose name I do not know off the top of my head. I'm sorry. Whoa. Said, you know, those legs are, you know, why isn't the ship bowing down in the middle, and why aren't the legs fracturing? And, you know, the more I look at this, the more it looks like they should. I know space-age materials are supposed to be very, very strong, and that could account for it, but I also want it to be mentally believable. So I will probably, as the project starts to wind down towards the end, revisit the legs. Let's see. Bear with me as I try to figure out... Whoops, wrong way. Try to figure out how to get this in just right. I had to remove the pylons already, but I think it also doesn't... Crap, man, it's hard to tell where I am. I'm pretty close to center. But the ship, like I said before, I think needs to back into the space. And it seems like it's too wide to fit through the door. I think I can fit through the door, actually, but those little bits right there that stick out just by one, I think they are a problem. But I do... My goal is that this thing be able to... Oh, man. I bet it would fit exactly right. As you can see, I'm making some progress. It wouldn't let me through. It's just that I'm not well aligned. Oof. But I think I'm going to have to yank those bits out. But let's see if I can at least get this all the way in and back into the spot I want. See, I can't be aligned. I'm off by 1. Can I rectify that? That's close. But it doesn't... See, now it doesn't look aligned this way. Oh, come on. But I want it to sit indented into the ground just a little bit. There, that's close. Ooh. I think that's pretty close. Let's take a brief look. Yeah. It's lined up. That's good. Came in quite a ways. I don't mind. That's not bad. There can be a little fork or something that comes here and for docking purposes. In fact, let's just do that for a second. Whoops. Except you can't get out that way. Let's try something else. Well, shoot. Let's try that. I have to come around again. Alright, so that will do. I don't know if I want it to look like this exactly, but I can get in and out. And as you can see, it fits reasonably well. I wonder if I should try having nubs here to make it more obvious. One thing I should have actually is, well, that right there, that's already kind of a guardrail kind of thing, but something that makes it fit right in. Granted, these things are so imprecise. Trying to get it back here will be pain. But this is where I want it to be, so now it's a matter of basically... Oh, crap, I didn't make it. Basically... Oh, good. What am I trying to say? Designing around it, I guess. Okay, let's see. First off, I think actually the rest of this should probably come down by one. So actually, that's going to take wow. Excuse me. It's going to take quite a long time actually to do that, because this is a lot of blocks, frankly. Luckily, upon closer inspection, it turns out the floor needs to come up, not down. So that simplifies things a little bit, though. This part I'm not sure about, but you can see now the things rest right on the edge there. Right, let's get some of this. Let's get some of this underway. We need... What do we need? Do we actually need it to be... It can be a bit of a depression, actually. It can. So let's... Oh... I'm also very, very low on food. Very, very low on food. Hold on. I'm also apparently not close enough, quite, to do this right. Let's just do one. But then stick it out a little bit. And... Oh shoot, this is going to be clumsy. But now that it's done, though, on this side, it's probably a little bit easier to actually do it from above. Getting under things is really the hard part. So now, we should be able to proceed. Progress is going to be slow. I can't believe I'm already like 12, 13 minutes into the episode, and I still don't... I've barely done any actual constructive work. It's all been yanking stuff out, and I can't get past this. That's going to be tricksy. I think I will allow these right here to continue. Whoops. Because I kind of like them. I like the way that looks over there. I like that it's slightly down from the rest. That's kind of cool. I think it gives the area something. Why this exists, I don't know, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so it's time to put in a floor. And I have to think about that for a second. That's too high. It doesn't have to stay too high, though. That's okay. Anyways, that wasn't what I was thinking about. Anyways, we need a floor down here. And I have an idea. You notice I cleared out everything down here because I'm going to have a ramp that comes down to the ground as well as a hood that raises up. And we're going to do a little bit of math, a little bit of trigonometry on camera, live. Well, not live, but on camera. To, you know, help you guys. What am I talking about? Screw that. Now, what do I really want? I kind of don't need it to be any lower than that. So let's put some ridges. Okay, and yeah. Well, if we put ridges like this, it will help us determine how. Yes, it will help us determine the size of the where the vehicle needs to rest. I mean, the ridges will continue, but beyond those ridges, I also want to do. It's so dark. Here, let me go to my favorite setting. I don't know. Why don't these noises happen, the rest of the time? I don't know. The colors are so disparate. I'm not sure I care for that, but we'll see. It doesn't matter that much. Just need our floor. We're going to have to move the ship sometime soon, though, to fill in a couple of gaps that I haven't been able to reach. But I'm just going to keep doing that. Keep doing that, and keep doing that. Wow. Okay, so, this episode's been stupid slow. I spent too much time talking. But let's do a little bit more talking, actually, and a little bit of math. So here we are at 2005. Ooh, and let's assume for the moment this is the end here. 1990. Okay, so one thing I can't think of is whether or not these numbers are inclusive or exclusive. But that suggests that this is 15 blocks long. And it's probably true. It just might also be 14 or 16, depending on whether or not it's inclusive or exclusive. And I don't want to think about that. But we also don't have to get this just right. But what that tells us is if the ramp begins here. If the ramp... Ooh, hello. If the ramp begins here, then it's 15 long. And what we need is, well, it's going to drop at an angle. It's going to drop at an angle, and what we do not need to know is that angle. What we need to know is the hypotenuse. Well, actually, that's not true. It is true. So this is 15. This is... Oh, let's think about this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And by the time it comes down, it should be 8. Let's just clear out a little of this so that it will be 8. So that's important. Now let's do a little bit of math. Now wait a minute. This ain't math. It is, however, hello Deneb, the website. So you can see these pie slices are the people's territories, mostly unused this season. People have lost some steam. Mine is the most explored, as you can see, and yet, in the grand scheme of things, have barely, you can only just scratch at the universe. But here we are. Here's the ship. I called it Intrepid, which is not inappropriate to the game from which it came. And here's all that stuff. But no, let's do a little bit of math. So I already knew these values. 15 times 15 is 225. 8 times 8 is 64. Now, what you have is, I'm not sure if there's a name for this, but basically a squared times, actually plus b squared equals c. Yeah, it's I don't want to solve for c, but basically what we have is the two straight and then the angle right here, okay? So I already know that the angle needs to be 225 just because if it were flush, it would be that long. So the other angle then is 64. So what we need to know is a squared, is 225 minus 64. Let's see. Aren't you glad I'm wasting time on this? So, let's see. Shush! Please! 161, I think. So we'll just 161. Yes. Yes. Okay. I don't think that's going to be square root 161. It's not going to be even. 12 and 3/4 roughly. 12 and 2/3. The 2/3 part. Let's just say 13. So that means, let's go back to the game. That means that the bottom of our ramp is going to be 1992. Which doesn't seem very far, does it? You know what? Gosh. Really? Only? Let's drop it down by 1. So we'll go 1993. You know what? I think I visualized this pretty well. And you know what's going to happen is this episode's going to have to end in a moment. And I'll have accomplished relatively little. Now this... And what we'll just do... Ooh, I'm going to need... Oh, I got some slabs. But we're just going to go up. Like so. Actually, you know what? I rather doubt that's going to... Ooh. Well, that's going to be a trick. I am going to have to figure out the angle on that. Not for your sake, but for mine, just to know. Maybe I'll just luck out, and it will arrive at the right location. But from the looks of it, I rather doubt it. Ooh, crap. That's a good start, huh? One of the nice things, actually, about 30-degree angles, which is this, I believe. You know, it's 2 by 1 makes it 30-degree. Otherwise, it'd be 45. Is it makes for really clean numbers. So what I ended up actually doing, despite all that math, was just letting it start where I wanted to and then letting it connect. And it just takes care of itself, and this is wrong. Ooh. I think. Is that the wrong kind of... Yeah, okay. But as you can see, it's coming together. So wasn't that kind of a crappy episode? I think I'm going to call it, but we have at least fiddled with the floors. I don't know about these depressions exactly, but I might leave it like this. I don't know. But I do like that this is taking care of itself, almost, actually. Let's yank this one out. In fact, let's yank that one out. And there, that's better. Okay, so yep, end of episode. I do like that this is better. I do like that I didn't have to raise the entire floor, though I still managed to use up a lot of time. And now we have a ramp for easy access throughout. I should probably have some sort of mechanism here that makes it obvious. There's also, I guess, next episode going to be the roof and opening, you know, sort of an opposite of this that opens up so that the ship has access. It's probably going to have to be wider, maybe, I think. And yeah, but let's see whether or not I get to 30. Let's put that up for work. Whoop. I probably won't. I only have 10 of these, and I don't think every single one of them... Whoops. Man, do you guys remember quartzite from my first few episodes? Holy cow, it's been a long time since I used quartzite for anything. It's kind of pink, you know? It's not my favorite thing. Let's see. Ooh, it's not looking good. Not looking good at all. Oh well. I'll shuffle all this stuff away. Maybe spend a little time on that side over there to match this. probably won't, though. That may have to come later. So, anyways, it's something. So, thanks for watching. Please. What do we got here? Andesite? Yep. Please come again next week.